Before I get started, if you guys like our content, please leave a like and monster mash that subscribe button to be updated and notified on all Monster Planet content. Anyway guys, let's get right into the video. Hey my ghouls and ghoulettes, I'm Marlon Gonzalez and welcome to Monster Planet, where we discuss about the brief origins of monsters and other mythological beasts and how it impacts our modern world today. This month we're taking it to a festive time, a time of cheer and wonderment, but also a time of fear and dread. So let's get started. So today we're starting off with a holiday creature that many people know and fear. This creature is known throughout Austria and other parts of Europe, and it goes by many names throughout history, but all can agree upon one name: Krampus. The origins of Krampus originate from Germanic folklore in the 1600s as a sort of tool to teach kids to behave themselves lest they get taken away. Krampus is believed to be a bestial creature that accompanies St. Nicholas during his trips to visit children to judge them if they're either naughty or nice. Modern interpretations have made the monster a very lonesome character while staying true to its roots. A good example is the 2016 movie Krampus. It's a great example, but has a lot of inaccuracies of the creature. First off, Krampus wasn't alone. He did accompany St. Nicholas. So Krampus and St. Nicholas were partners. It's sort of like a good cop, bad cop kind of deal, where St. Nicholas gives gifts to the good children, who has been nice, doing chores, being nice to mom and dad, all the neighbors, all the good stuff. Krampus deals punishment to the naughty ones. In one of the scenes of the movie, the main protagonist tears up a letter to good old St. Nick, and this is what happens, to summon Krampus himself. So then, movie delves into, very absurd jump scares and the meaning of family, the whole spiel. It's, a very, recent-ish movie. You can go pick it up somewhere. But Krampus still has, a very big impact on these people today, on modern people today, as many people see him as being a symbol of being nice to others or to teach your kids to behave. And some people, still do it. I think there are carnivals and parades that celebrate or display Krampus as this very bestial creature along Saint Nick and the people in those parades that show how this duality. And it's so culturally rich, is what I'm saying. No matter how old the story is, it still holds this very deep impact on people in Europe, because people tell the stories of various other creatures or people that's if your kids are bad or they're misbehaving, they're gonna be whisked away by a creature with hooves and little helpers and all that. It really puts into perspective of how much time and thought went into it. Because not many monsters have that. Most monsters will be they have long fangs, long claws, a deep growly voice, red eyes, they eat children, or they do something very menacingly. Krampus is the symbol of one of the main symbols of children must behave, or lest they get taken away by Krampus as sort of as punishment. Even though the movie, which to me is it was okay, to me it was it's an okay movie, kind of bombed, but it did kind of introduce me to the myth of Krampus. Because to me, I thought the whole St. Nicholas, Santa Claus thing was a universal thing. Everybody knows who Santa Claus is, but not many people know if Santa Claus was accompanied by anybody who had a helper or someone who was close to equal as him. So this kind of put it into perspective of how much lore that people put in for good old St. Nick. And it's pretty amazing. More importantly, teaching your kids how to behave to others is one of the number one top priorities as a parent. And if you had to like resort to uh telling like there's like a monster coming like every year just to evaluate you, it's kind of like an insane it's very insane. But I gotta admit it's pretty effective, because to last like over hundreds of thousands of years of like rewrites and going off memory, people till this day still enjoy like a good myth, a good monster. And it's a testimony to how people look, or not look, but like more or less like how people just express how frustrated kids could be. Because kids, they act how they want to, like how they want to be. We were all kids before and stuff. But to go this far is like, oh, your kids can be taken away by Krampus and all that. And when I'm saying like taken away by Krampus, it's I'm only scratching the surface. Krampus does a lot of terrible stuff. I don't want to get into it. I'm gonna keep it like a little bit clean for you guys, because you know, I I'm not into like the whole gore and stuff. Like I am, but I love horror movies and all that. But that's besides the point. Anyways, Krampus, it has like this big like impact on the whole Germanic folklore, the whole country of Europe. And to think that it kind of got a little bit westernized when it got here, kind of says like has kind of like a testament to how strong parents back in the 1600s were so annoyed by their kids that they had to make up a monster to make them behave. To me, I kind of see that as kind of funny. But I digress. Thanks for listening to me, Ghouls and Ghoulettes. There's gonna be more holiday monsters this month, so be wary when Christmas rolls around. If you have kids, be especially afraid, as you don't want to face Krampus' judgment.